What was that? What was that? Was that an intro to a YouTube video? Was that an intro to my YouTube channel video? What? I told you. Told you brand new things happening. That's what I've been working on for the past few hours, stuff like that, and I wanted to share it with you right away. So let me know in the comments how you enjoyed that video, how you liked that video, and if I should change anything. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not sure if I've done this before, but I have in front of me on a pad of paper questions, 3 questions. Give you a little background first. I always ask people, hey, what'd you think about the video? What can I do different? And most importantly, is there anything at all that you want me to talk about? And I get different types of topics. I get relationships, I get retirement, I get background, like, hey, journey, cool, I like that, or hey, what's that back there? That right there, that guy, if you don't know who that is without me zooming in, good. Little suspense for another video. What else I get asked? A whole bunch of stuff. But while people are telling me these topics, it also triggers my brain from the past when, prior to me doing these videos, people would like ask me advice on things or my point of view on things, even back when I was a basement dweller. So I'm thinking about making this maybe a regular thing. I'm thinking about answering whatever questions you may have. You can drop it down in the comments, or you can leave it in my email, which is richardchaos30@gmail.com. So let's get to the questions. Question 1 that I have written down that somebody asked me not too long ago. Not in these words exactly, but pretty close. I felt like 5 years was a good number. What advice would you give yourself 5 years ago? 5 years ago was 2017. Ooh, let's see. 2017, I was a loser. Bottom line, loser. Lived in the basement, just lost my job. The ex was on my ass by not being around the kids enough, even though I did the best I could, because I didn't have a reliable car, because the vehicle I did have got repoed. And so life wasn't outstanding, wasn't all sunshines and roses. So if I were to take myself and go back 5 years, I would tell him this. Like, hey, Richard, listen here, motherfucker, you need to straighten up. You need to get your act together. You're better than this. You need to, stop being lazy and start putting in the work. All this is being handed to you, and you're taking advantage. Get up, be a man, and start showing people why you're the hardest working person, I won't say in the room, but you're one of the hardest working people in this area. No one can outwork you. And yet when things get down, when the chips are down, you want to give up and you want to hide. Let's go. Let's figure this out. Be a man. Yeah. That's what I'd give myself. That's what I'd say to myself. I'd say that to anyone. Like, hey, you're better than this. Come on, pick yourself up. What needs to happen to get you motivated? I say that to people. I think if you see someone like that just kind of needs a nudge, give them a nudge. Don't baby them. Support them. But don't baby them. Because if you baby somebody like that, you take it from me, that knows, because I was that type of person. You baby them, they're gonna take advantage and go fall back right in that cycle and become dependent on you until you can't be dependent anymore. And then there's gonna be a fight and there's a whole bunch of drama, and you don't want that. So that's question number one. Richard, stop being a bitch, be a man. That's my advice to him. Question number two. What do you usually say to yourself when you fail? Fuck. Initially. After that, I'm very hard on myself, very critical. I say everything possible to diffuse anything that anybody else may say about me. If I say to myself, Richard, you stupid motherfucker, why'd you do that? More than likely, I say that because more than likely somebody's going to say, Richard, you stupid motherfucker, why'd you do that? It diffuses it because I already said it to myself. You ever notice that? You ever notice when people have anger issues or just hate the world, that when somebody dogs them, they take it personally or they get very angry? It's because they didn't diffuse themselves. They didn't. They were so enthralled in their own. Well, because of this, because of that, whatever. So when somebody says, "Hey, you stupid motherfucker, this is why you did it," and they get angry, it's because the truth hurts. That's where that saying comes from. The truth hurts, because they couldn't say that to themselves. So yeah, I go through all that. Okay, yeah, I messed up. And I failed on the biggest stage, right? I failed on, you can go to YouTube, go to TWC3, the video where I get knocked out. It's on YouTube. Not only that, it was playing live on the internet. That fight card was broadcasting live on pay-per-view. So whoever bought that pay-per-view saw it. It lives forever on YouTube. In fact, it's somewhere on my playlist. TWC 3, Richard Kios. I think it's 2 parts. The end of the first one, well, it has a fight, and then once that fight ends, then it's my fight, and then as the video ends, that's where I get knocked out. The second part is where I'm still out and they cut me off. Yeah. If I survive that, I'm not going to survive any type of failure. Then once I'm done criticizing myself, then I figure out how not to fail again. What do I need to do? Who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to watch? Where do I need to read? Right? Accept your failures. That's how we learn. The key to it is don't repeat those failures. Don't be doing the same thing over and over again thinking that it's going to change. Learn from it. Move on. It comes around again. You know how to conquer it. Bam. It's a wrap. Question number 3. This one right here. I remember a person asked me this, not the exact words, but it was brought up. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. It was brought up because I always kept on talking about, no, I did this, I did that, oh, this person, whatever. Right here, who has had a positive impact on you? So let's talk professionally here. There's a lot of people that has impacted me positive professionally. There's one person, one true person that took my career to a whole different level, right? Whole different level. His name's Matt, general manager at Applebee's. He was a general manager at Applebee's. Later became a manager at Big Boy, where, you know, he hired me and I worked for him there. So I was started off as a dishwasher, and then 3 months later I became a cook. At first, dealt with Matt on a professional level is when I hear him talk about, you know, labor, or, you know, food cost, or this, that, other thing. Just about the restaurant business with it, you know, certain people. He wouldn't talk to me, but I always listen. I always hear everything, even though it's not intentional. I can, you know, I pick up on things, and I started learning, and it made me inquisitive. And the first time I interacted with him really was when I said, yes, if you ever need me, and somebody don't show up, just call me. I'll fill in. He's like, yeah. So it was like 3 days later, I get the phone call from Applebee's. I know that I'm being called in, but I want to stay home with my girl and my kids, and so I ignored it. I went to work the next day. He saw me. He was like, I called you yesterday. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Somebody called in, and you did say that if I ever needed you, I can count on you. But you didn't answer. So how am I supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to rely on you? How am I supposed to invest in you if you tell me that I can count on you, that all I need to do is make a phone call and you'll be here for me, and then when I do, you ignore me? Why would I even bother, you know, calling you when I can hire somebody else that will fucking show up if I need them? And now right there, hook, line, sinker. Alright, you got me. And that's the mentality I've had throughout my whole career. Like, if I say I'm going to be there, I'll be there. Well, let me rephrase that. If I say that I'm going to be there, it's because I care about you, or, you know, the place I work for. If it's a place or somebody I really don't give a shit about, then I don't give two shits about fucking showing up. But anyway, he changed my career, learned. Applebee's burned down. Got to travel the road with him. He had reopened the new restaurant, and so I got to be a part of that process of reopening a restaurant and what it takes, and it really gave me a lot of knowledge. And not only did it give me knowledge, but it gave me a lot of confidence. And with that confidence, all of a sudden, all those no's I was getting was starting to become yeses. Unfortunately, when he quit because there was some political bullshit going on, and the new general manager saw what I could do, that general manager decided to make me a manager. And because that happened, that's when my career really took off, and a whole bunch of other opportunities came and took advantage, and it led me to where I'm at today. And it was all because of him. It's because he challenged me, not only up here, but, you know, shedding that sheltered facade, being afraid to say something, you know, not taking action, being aggressive, and say, hey, I'm here now, everything's gonna be alright. Let's kick some fucking ass. That was him. So, Matt, thank you. I appreciate it. Without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Personally, my ex. I grew up in a world where, you drop family members because you can't trust them. You had to pick sides. If like my parents were angry at each other, I had to pick sides. I couldn't have both. I had to pick one. Because if I picked both, then the other one would be mad at me, and it was bullshit. That's the world I came from until I met my ex, who had that strong family background, and made me realize. It took a while. It made me realize that it's okay to be mad at each other. It's okay to, it's okay to say things, and eventually you'll be forgiven. That you don't have to pick sides. Anyway, it took me a long time to really, really believe in that, but that was the start. Like, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, those are the answers to my question. Not my questions. Those are the answers to those questions. Like I said, if you have questions that you want me to attack, holler at your boy. I apologize for being long-winded, but I think it's because it's wintertime. I don't get out much. So because I don't get out much, I like to share things with the world via video, or it could be because of the music, the nice relaxing music in the background just makes me want to blah 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 blah. Or it's because I want to make sure that everything I say, you know why I say it. We live in a world that is nothing but fantasy and topic sentences, right? Bullshit, basically. What we all forget is the body of information that supports the topic sentence and the conclusion. Where would we be in life without that? Just a bunch of idiots trying to fuck a football, I guess. I have no idea. I'm not about that life. I don't want none of y'all to be a part of that either. I want you to know that wherever the things I say has substance behind it, and this is the reason why. It's all about that body of work, baby. It's about that body of information. Don't make a decision without it. So, like, subscribe, share. Even though it's already in the intro, I'm going to say it again. Thank you very much for being a part of this, and thank you for helping me grow. Without any of y'all, I can't make content. So until next time, peace.